Last time on the Toast Reviews.
Since he was 8 years old, Dave Thomas dreamed of running the best restaurant in the world. In 1969, his dreams came true when he found it. Let me stop you right there.
Well, that's the end, finally, of Wes Anderson month. I'll never have to watch anything by Wes Anderson ever again in my entire life. And if I ever do, it'll be too soon. Hello from the land of TV. This is King Cool. And welcome to the Toast Reviews. For those of you who don't know how this works, I watch a movie, I put something in the toaster, and talk about it before my toast is done. And today we're starting out a brand new month. We're starting out Submarine, or Submarine May. All the movies are about submarines. And today in the show, we're talking about The Life Aquatic with Steve Zizzou. Oh no, we're not out of Wes Anderson month yet. Oh no! Ah! Okay, so, and on the show today we just have regular white bread, but with a small twist. You'll see that in a little bit. And here we go. Okay, I would be hard-pressed to say that I hated this movie after I'm now pretty used to his shit at this point. But, really, I think this was the one I probably didn't like the least, because I didn't like the most, rather. Because it's about Bill Murray, and he runs this weird little show, and but one of his friends is killed by sharks who wants to go out on the show and kill it. And Owen Wilson thinks he's his son, and you know, they have a sort of a tumultuous relationship at the beginning because he's kind of an a-hole, and some other some other things happen, and you know, by the end, would it like shock you to, I don't think I'm doing that today, shock you to learn, spoilers, that, you know, one, maybe he's not his son, or maybe he is, or who knows, and two, that when he finds the shark, maybe he decides not to kill it, because maybe it's some sort of metaphor for how Bill Murray tipped over this other woman's life, and now his friend, he did this other thing, and it's like, hey, you know, now I understand, man, that, like, the way the shark, you know, ruined my life is sort of the way that I ruined this woman's life or something, and of course he comes to understand it because this movie is supposed to be just like Moby fucking Dick. This can't be done. I should turn them up a little bit. You know, and again, like, there's one point where they get, like, you know, attacked by pirates. This movie is actually pretty violent. More so than any of his other movies. And obviously it doesn't bother me, but it's more just the fact that at one point they're all there getting hijacked on the boat, and all of a sudden the temperature of the picture changes. It gets warmer, and then he starts running around with it. He breaks out of his bonds, Bill Murray, and shoots some of the guys, and all the pirates run away. I'm like, okay, now when are we going to go back and talk about how this was a fantasy? Because you changed the color temperature of the movie, so I assumed you were like, oh, this is all happening in his head, and going to cut back, and it's going to be like, wah, 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 he's a coward, or something. But that doesn't happen. Now, I mean, I'm not saying it had to happen, but I'm saying is, like, oh god, and again, I don't find these movies funny, not at all. I think they're irritating. But again, now I've just seen too much of it lately to really get all angry about it. But this one, there's lots of incredibly unconvincing CGI. Wow, that didn't take long at all. Yeah, I wanted to go a little lighter than that. To represent things like the shark or some other things. Now I'm guessing it's supposed to be style. Oh, like he gets a you know, a what do they call him? Seahorse, and it's in a bag. The CGI, and I'm like, okay. I don't doubt it's deliberate, but that's right, egg salad. I probably should have put a little more mayonnaise in it. It just wants to crumble. But, yeah, so I did not, care for this thing at all. Again, the people, okay, I'm not gonna act like I'm so complicated I can't laugh at things. I'm just like, no, I just don't think this stuff is funny. You know? I think it's just tedious. I don't know. And also, the submarine only appears in the last, like, literally, like, the last 10 minutes of the movie, so. Oops. So, yeah, I was, by the end of it, I was like, something better appear, like, pretty soon, or else I'm gonna feel really dumb, and I'm gonna have to draw to the penalty box, because it won't fit in the theme. Because it listed it on, Wikipedia, it's a submarine movie, so I'm like, alright, I'll do this, I'll lead into Submarine Month. Anyway, I'm gonna eat this here. What's coming up for Submarine Month? You know, I never have seen the Hunt for Red October, so maybe. Anyway, thank you for watching. This is King Cool. Drive home safe.